And welcome back to Sonic Generations with me, Matthew Caddis, aka Puggy. So here we go with possibly my favourite challenge act in the game. Yes, we're doing this one now because of how it works and everything, and because I love it. Seriously, this one is in Planet Wisp by the name of Action Master, and it makes good use of, as its name suggests, of Sonic's abilities. Yes, think of this as the Sonic equivalent of an assault course. Having to get through all the traps and everything. Seriously. The only thing it's lacking is maybe an Eggman boss or something, but never mind. We are actually coming to the very end of this Let's Play. Yes, I'm only going to do, I think, 3 more parts, because in the next part I will face Silver the Hedgehog. Yes, I will be facing Silver the Hedgehog. I'll go over that when I do so, and then it will be on to the final boss. Seriously. Quite a bit to say about the final boss. The annoying thing about the Action Master stage is the fact that you have to do 2 amounts of, well, plenty of, not just 2, plenty of use of the high-speed dash. And that, as I have mentioned back in Speed Highway, I do not like. In 3D at least, seriously. There was a bit near the beginning where you had to do a light speed dash, and indeed I messed it up. I went below one of the platforms. Also, I deliberately air dashed there because I did not want to do another light speed dash in midair. I just suck at it so much when I'm playing Generations. Certainly on the 360 or the PS3 here, so yeah. Anyway, that being said, no. Thankfully, this zip line is more than enough for Sonic to grab and then just slide under. And yes, I'm playing Knight of the Wind because why not? Black Knight is better than Secret Rings in my opinion. Yeah, even though Black Knight did have its problems. So, that being said, yeah. The other thing of note are these electric traps. Yeah, seriously. Both sides of them are pretty much things you can trip over. Unfortunately, with Sonic, nothing much you can do with that, sadly. And over here is, well, a short route to the goal ring. Yeah, and I also like the whole Planet Whisper Sunset. Something that has not been done in any other Sonic game, seriously. It's always during the day. I'm glad they did a sunset version of that, just like with Rooftop Run and Speed Highway. Oh, and I think it was at sunrise, of course, because it was at dawn. Yes, you think I didn't notice? Anyway, that being said, let's go on to the next challenge act, I think. Oh, the next one will have us have usage of Charmy. And this one I do actually like with Charmy, because his ability is to basically use Gust and keep Sonic in the air. Yeah, you'd think a small, annoying little bee wouldn't be able to do that, but he can. He also can give you a boost, actually, by pressing the Y button. So yeah, make good use of this ability. Seriously, there isn't any limit to it, and it actually helps with various obstacles. Not so the maces, but you'll see in a moment, I meant more the well, firstly, stopping the maces, I guess I could say. Or spinning maces, or whatever I can call them. I don't know what to call them, really. Spike traps, yeah, that'll work, I guess. Spike balls, that's a bit better. So yeah. And yes, they remain stopped after you press the button. The other obstacle I will mention is, of course, the aforementioned, I can't have a thing now, sorry. Missiles. There we go. Unfortunately, pressing that switch does start them up again. However, pressing this switch will bring up the shields at least, and the multiple other shields will do that as well. So yeah. So yes, it is interesting using Charmy's wind as a platform, because, to be honest, I didn't think Charmy much had a special ability other than using Thunder Shoot in Sonic Heroes, to be honest. Seriously. Other than that, he's just annoying. But yeah. Unfortunately, his wind attack does not stop the missiles unless he's generally near them. Seriously. So that's an important thing to remember. So yeah. Also, you can use it while Sonic is in midair, saving him from potential death. Particularly from these missiles above you. Seriously. Yeah. I like to use it when Sonic is in midair. Especially after attacking an egg pawn or something like that. Seriously. Or if you can't reach a ledge, which is very commonplace actually in Sonic Generations. So yeah, this switch on the left will stop the spike balls. You will have to use Charmy's ability to boost you up. Unfortunately, I did fuck up here because of the aforementioned problem with the thing. And the last bit is probably the most annoying. This spike trap does not stop at all. Seriously. To the point where I think I only got a B there. Well, I don't mind. I'd rather be careful than rush things in my video games. Okay, there is now a second goalpost juggle act here in Planet Wisp, so let's go through that as well. This one can be quite annoying as well because of how, dare I say, it works with Sonic. Seriously, because we're playing as Classic Sonic, I've already mentioned that with, when I was doing it in Crisis City, of course. With this one, there is the additional problem of the fact that there are higher platforms within Planet Wisp, so the goalpost can easily get stuck up there, seriously. And of course there's the flamethrowers coming from below, the aforementioned missiles and everything. So yeah, much harder than even in the thing. The only saving grace I guess you have in Planet Wisp is that you don't have the annoyance of the tornado in the background, seriously. So I will give it that. I will most definitely give it that. But other than that, yeah, not a fan of this. And get up there, man, seriously. And also it can get stuck on those platforms there. Of course it can. Pain in the ass that is, but what can you do? And it can bounce against the wall. Was that a thing in like Sonic 3 and Knuckles? I don't remember because the goalpost would only appear towards the end of a level in Sonic 3 and Knuckles, of course. And in Sonic Mania, for that matter, so I can't really say. So this sort of physics argument would not really come into play in the 16-bit games, or in, quite possibly, the most successful 2D Sonic game to ever be released. More recently, at least, should I say. The goal is just to walk just past these egg pawns, seriously. And we're done. Seriously, we don't need to do any more with that. So yeah. And we have time for one more act, so let's see what it is then.